On the 17th day of April in 1521, as Christians around the world, that is our Declaration of Independence Day, because one man stood against the emperor and against his critics and against those that would have him burned at the stake in this building behind me, the Cathedral of Worms in Germany. And Martin Luther, that man, that monk, stood before his inquisitors and stood before those who sought to slay him. He stood before them with the fullest comprehension that that was going to be his last day on earth. And he declared for you and for me as Christians our independence.
As he stood in front of the court, he made one of the most remarkable speeches in history. A speech that would take only 10 seconds to deliver. My conscience is my guide. Scripture is my authority, and I can do no other than abide by its teachings. Here I stand. God help me. Luther was convinced that he would be burned at the stake, but his friends kidnapped him and took him to Prince Frederick's castle in Wartburg. With the help of Erasmus's Greek-Latin Bible, he translated the Bible into the German language in 90 days. The first copies came off the press in September of 1522. The driving force in Martin Luther's life was the fear of God. With William Tyndale, it was the belief that God had chosen him that possessed him. Their love and respect for God overcame their personal fears and persuaded them to undertake a work that, from a human perspective, was virtually impossible. Tyndale would have failed without Luther, and Luther would have failed without Tyndale.